Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of MAC and yeah, like a get ready with me for New Year's Eve. And this is kind of what I came up with. So if you want to see how I got this look and what I think about these products, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have to be careful because I knew this would happen. I have a pop socket behind my phone, and now my little holder with my ring light, it's literally looking like it's gonna pop right out. My phone looks like it's gonna just push right out. So I'm gonna try not to touch my phone very much, but could pop out at any second. So I'm gonna go in first with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 24-hour matte foundation plus oil control in the shade NC13. So I've primed my skin with the normal stuff that I will list below. The shade is a tiny bit light, but like not really. But for my preference, it's a little light, but we're just gonna go in anyways. See what I mean? Like it's a little lighter than I would like, but it does oxidize just like the tiniest bit. So once it does, then it's kind of perfect. But I still do like a little bit of a darker foundation, if you know me. And I kind of forgot how nice this foundation was. I've been wearing it the last few days. I also like to mix it with the Maybelline, the Superstay, the tint, because that one's a little bit too dark. This one's a little bit too light, so I feel like together they look really nice. But it's nice and matte, but it's not like over the top full coverage matte where you look cakey. Like it's just very pretty on the skin. It looks kind of natural, but just perfected. I always struggle right underneath my nose with redness and like little kind of like spider veins. Okay, I'm gonna add, I still have some on my hand, but I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more. With this, I feel like it does dry down a little bit quick, so I try to work fast with it. So what is everybody doing for New Year's Eve? We will be doing nothing. We might order food, possibly, and just chill. Maybe we're watching currently The Penguin. So maybe we'll watch some of that, or maybe we'll watch a movie or something. We got a couple drinks. We're not like big drinkers. We'll have like a couple here and there, but that's about it. Oof, I need to shave my face. So let me know how you liked the last video. Do you prefer a voiceover, or do you just want to, I don't know, see me talking as I'm applying? I mean, it's kind of the same thing, I guess, but for some reason, when I'm watching a video, I prefer just like seeing the person talk. I don't know why. I just do. And when I'm pumping more onto my hand, I'm not doing like a full pump each time. I'm just pumping like, I would say half a pump every time. So I'd probably say I used like a little less than a pump and a half. Just in case you're wondering like why it looks like I keep adding more and more. I'm just like doing a little pinch at a time. So that is NC13. And you can see like it's not super matte. It still does have a tiny bit of a glow to it. And I'm just gonna go on my nose with a sponge. I just feel like I get the best kind of application with a sponge on my nose. And then I can kind of get in all those hard to reach areas around the nostrils. So I've been watching a lot of, I'm sure you can tell because I've been mentioning her in my last few videos, a lot of Alexa Chan's videos, aka Alexa Blake. I think her channel is called Alexa Chan Blake now. I believe Chan is her married name, or maiden name I meant to say, and Blake is her married name. I'm kind of like in limbo with the name change. My parents are like, didn't you change your name when you got married? And I'm like, no, because you have to change all of your, you have to do all of the paperwork. So I signed my name as my current name on our marriage application. And then you have to go change everything else. Like you have to change your passport, your driver's license, your SIN, your health card. It's just like, so I'm waiting for basically my stuff to expire, and then I'll change my name like as they come up. But I think I'm going to hyphenate. I always thought it was like not annoying when people would hyphenate, but like obviously it's just a way longer name to say and pronounce. And yeah, but I think I might, because like I don't want to lose my family name, you know? Like I obviously want to like honor my husband and like take his name, but I also don't want to lose that like part of me. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Hopefully. I don't have a MAC concealer, so I'm going to go in with the Refi concealer, and this is in the shade 3. And this is the, okay, it just says concealer on here, but I will link it below. It's been really, really nice. So you do have to shake it before you use it. And this was heavily inspired by Hannah Louise Poston. And it's such a, it's like the perfect color. It's not yellow. It's not pink. It is an actual neutral shade. I usually would go over my eyelid with a paint pot, but I'm going to be using a different one today. Usually I use soft ochre before I put anything on my eye. But I think I'm going to use Groundwork today. So I'm just going to leave it bare right now. And I do like to let this sit for a minute or two. So I believe the reason you have to shake it is because it's like an actual serum concealer. It is pretty, I don't want to say like watery, but it's thin. I normally don't love like a super, super thin concealer, but I do like to let it sit just for a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, like a minute, just so I could get a little bit more coverage. But it does layer beautifully. Like you can apply more and it doesn't get like super cakey or anything. So I do like the thinness of this one because you do get coverage, but you can also layer and it doesn't get weird. And just the color is perfect. Reminds me a little bit of the Tower 28 concealer, like the Swipe All Over the serum concealer. I don't know why this eye is looking so dang textured and wrinkly lately. This was my good eye. This was my bad one. Now this one looks better. I don't know what's happening. But I always prep my under eyes with this. The number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Moisturizer. and I haven't found anything that I like better than that. I can't find it anywhere in Canada. Shoppers Drug Mart did carry No. 7 products, and now I don't know where they are. They all say out of stock, so I don't know if it's just that the packaging is like, that's a different packaging than I used to have. I don't know if it's just that the packaging is changing. I just hope they're not getting rid of it. I noticed that Shoppers doesn't have Catrice anymore, which is frustrating because I never even got to try it. And now when I was actually looking to try it, she gone. I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath powder, the under eye blurring powder. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Just tapping a little bit off into my hand. And I realize I don't have a powder, which is weird for MAC. So we're also going to use a different powder. I have I think I'm going to use the YSL powder. I haven't used that one in a really long time. I actually, to be honest, forgot I even had it, because I use the Rare Beauty and NARS so much. And now I have the Makeup by Mario as well. So, whoops. Okay, so we're gonna, again, just let this sit for a second or two. I'm gonna grab my powder. I think it's here. Right here. And I have these shades. So this is the All Hours Hyper Finish powder. This is the shade number 1. Looks like this. It's like a little bit dark, but that's fine because I'm a little too light right now anyways. So I am okay with that. And the brush that I'm using is just the Sephora collection, the number 2 concealer brush. And this isn't the Pro brushes. This is they're a little bit cheaper than the Pro brushes. But I really like this one. I've been using it quite a bit. Yeah, like this eye, no blending necessary. This one, I don't know, so much texture all of a sudden. See what I mean? I don't understand. Okay, so again, going in with my Pat McGrath, and then that's it. And this concealer wears really beautifully all day long. I have no complaints about it. I think it's really, really nice. Like, I could add a tiny bit more, but because I powdered, I'm just gonna leave it. So now we are going in with the YSL powder. I feel like that did add just a tiny bit of color to my face. I'm surprised I actually don't have a MAC powder. Oh, I can't wait for those lipsticks to come out. I so badly want Folio. I would probably get another Flash Pot just to compare it, because I think Flash Pot is a matte. Oh, it's a satin. Okay, it feels like a matte. I was gonna say, but it's coming out as a satin, but it is a satin. I guess MAC's mattes are pretty matte, so the satin feels like a matte. Am I even making sense right now? Like MAC's mattes are very matte, so a satin feels like a regular matte in different, like another formula, you know, compared to other brands. Okay, so we are gonna go in with the bronzer. So I don't have a matte bronzer, so I'm gonna use my Lancome. Starting out great, hey? Everything is not matte MAC so far. So I'm gonna go in with a Lancome bronzer, and I have the shade number 2. This is the CE Skin Transforming Bronzer. And then I will go over top of the bronzer with Global Glow, which I've really been liking, just like on top of the forehead, just to add a little something to my bronzer. I don't really put it on my cheeks because I feel like I have enough texture on my cheeks. I don't really want to enhance the texture. I mean, I do have texture on my forehead too, but I don't know, there's something that just makes it look not wet, but like a pretty glow on the forehead. Not wet. You don't want a wet forehead. Okay, so that's what the bronzer is looking like so far. And then we'll just go on the cheeks quickly. Don't forget your little temple area here. I used to forget to bronze there and it looked like a sunglass tan almost. I feel like I could like go heavy with the bronzer because my foundation is a little bit light. Sometimes I mix this foundation with the Drunk Elephant Debronzy drops. But I did it yesterday and I almost added too much to it, and so it was a little too dark. These earrings are just flailing. Okay, so I will go in with a fluffy brush just to blend this out a bit. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with Global Glow, which is the mineralized skin finish. And it does look quite orange. Don't let it scare you. I like the warmth that it brings to me, to my skin. I used to always think I preferred cool tone bronzers or like more neutral, which I do like a neutral bronzer, like a good mix of the two. But sometimes I feel like warm actually looks better on my skin tone because I do have a neutral undertone, but it does lean a little more in the warm direction. In MAC's case, cool. So NC is technically what we would refer to as a warm, like with other foundations, but anything leaning golden or olive in MAC is technically a C, so cool. Basically, it's the opposite of everything you've learned with other foundations. I believe House Labs is the same way as MAC. So we're gonna go in with a, sorry, my nose, oh my gosh, it's so itchy. Feels like there's like a little fluff in my nose ring. We're gonna go in with MAC True Harmony because this is my baby and I love it. I don't know what brush to use. Let's go in with this brush. I think it's just like a Nude by Nature brush. It's really old. And this is True Harmony. I would normally go in with a bit of a denser brush. This one's a little fluffy for this. Because with something like this, because it's more like a creamy type texture, it works best with a dense brush. But it's still working, so we're fine. Plus, I'm gonna go over it with a different blush too. Okay, so I don't know which one to use now. I have Warm Soul, I have Mocha, but I don't want to wear that, I know. Humor Me. Humor Me is definitely more brown. Warm Soul's a little more like peachy. Hang on, if I can open it. I don't know. And then I also have Humor. Nope, Humor? Harmony. I wish I could hear you talking because you would tell me which one. I think I'm going to use one of the mineralized ones. So let's do a mix of the two. Going in with Warm Soul and then Humor Me. Just been really into like the bronze, kind of like neutral blushes, like an RMS crystal slipper kind of thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with the highlight, which is the Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. Sorry, I'm making so much noise here. And it looks like this. It's kind of like a peachy, goldeny, pinky. It's basically a mix of all of those shades. And I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques brush. This is the 402. It's just a setting brush, but I use it as my highlight brush. And I like that it's not over the top. It's just kind of like perfect. It is obviously enhancing any kind of texture that I have. I have a little bump there and it's enhancing it, but that's fine. Okay. And then just blend that out. I'm gonna go do my nose contour and just gel my brows, I think, and I will be back. Okay, so the brow gel didn't really go as planned. This one is pretty crunchy. Whatever. So I just used this because this is the Makeup by Mario Masterhold, because I don't really get like a laminating effect from this one, but I'll still use it. But I can't use too much because it has pigment in it. It's this one here. So I'll show it to you after. I'm just gonna let these dry a little bit. So we're gonna go into the eyes here. Let's go in with oh my god, sorry. Let's go in with Groundwork. And I will let's use this brush. This is a fluffy brush. This is a Makeup by Ariel. I can't even read it anymore. A25, I believe. And we're just gonna go over the entire lid. Like I said, I usually prep my eye with soft or soft ochre. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Can't remember anything. But today I didn't, because I didn't want it to be too, you know, when you go over a paint pot with like another creamy type formula, I didn't want it to get all like crusty and like too thick on the lid. I just wanted a nice soft wash on the eyelid. And I kind of think that that's good enough. Just the tiniest bit more so you could see that there's kind of like a silver reflect in it. It's like warm and cool at the same time. Okay. So then we're gonna go in with the Connecting Color palette, which I've been really enjoying. This is Unfiltered Nudes. And it has a big, huge mirror here too. So let's go in with, we're going with Wedge and I think Cozy Gray, what it's called? Yes. With just a fluffy brush. I don't like really know what I want to do. I'm just kind of winging it. I did a look that I really liked yesterday. I probably should have just gone with that because I feel like it could have worked as like a nice New Year's look. But I did not use groundwork yesterday. Okay, then I'll go in with a touch of that Cozy Gray. And to add a little warmth, I think we're gonna do a little bit of Uninterrupted. It's one of my favorite shades. I thought they discontinued it, but they didn't. I do see that it's still online for purchase, so good. I think they discontinued it in the big. They had like the big. I have it. Even though I should throw it away because it's old as the hills. This guy, like the big eyeshadows. I don't even remember what they were called, but this is it. There it is again. So yeah, we will go in with Uninterrupted. I'm just gonna use another kind of fluffy blending brush, A20, and just go right in the crease with that. And I was gonna do a black liner, but I think I'll do a dark brown. This one, like, you barely have to dip into it, it can take over a look pretty quickly, but I like it, so I'm okay with that. It kind of reminds me of the Mauve shade that I bought. It's in this one here. Oh, it looks literally identical. And this is the shade M8. And I really like that one, obviously. I'm so sad. My holidays are almost over. I only have one more day off tomorrow. And that's it. It just flew by way too fast. My husband has the rest of the week off. Goes back Monday because he's a teacher. Okay, so I know it's looking messy here. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos. If you have, you know that this is just what happens on this one eye. So it's not the shadows, it's my eye bone. because it doesn't happen on this side, always on this side though. So in the end, it will be cleaned up and work itself out, but right now it just looks a little messy. Okay, so I think we're gonna go in with coffee. No, that's stone. Coffee eye pencil. It's pretty dark. I do like a reddish. Sorry. Just realized I had a chunk of makeup in my eye. That will not go away, apparently. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I do think I prefer like a reddish brown eyeliner, but no fear, we have a reddish brown eyeshadow that we can blend it out with. So again, this is coffee. I have a little bump there. Okay, so I'm gonna take my dual-ended brush here. We're gonna go in with, I kept calling it supersonic chocolate. It's just sonic chocolate, this one here. And we will just blend this out. And go back in and just blend it out a little more. Like, I don't want the liner to be like a super precise line. Okay. And then okay, so it's a little more smudgy, which is kind of what I was going for here. And then I think we'll go in with Smolder on the lash line. Okay, so this is super weird. I got Smolder, like I just got it. I don't know if you can see, there was like white fluff on it, and I was like, is that mold? Like all coated around the pencil. I wiped it off, but I'm like, should I have returned it? Should I put this in my eye? Like, I don't know, it seems fine, but it's kind of scary. I don't know, what would you have done? Okay, so I just lined my waterline, and I feel like I want to go a little bit closer to the lash line with a darker color. So I'm going in with this one here, which is Give Me Cyberspace. And I'm just like going tight to the lash line with this one. And just for something like a little fun and different, let's go in with Les Artistes. And I don't know how I said it like that. Les Artistes. Artiste. My French is not what it used to be, I'll tell you that. And it's kind of like a silvery, so I have a mix of like warm and cool tones. And then maybe with that smudgy brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in the inner corner with this light shade. This one is very powdery. Like, I just use it once and you can see it has a lot of kick up. That's the only one that really has a lot of kick up. That doesn't really bother me, but I know it can bother some people. But I haven't really experienced it with any of the other shades. So I'm gonna go in my waterline again with Smolder, just on the lower waterline. And I'm gonna try to smudge that. I don't know which brush I want to use. Maybe this one, just like a little smudge brush. I don't really want to like put it under the eye. I'm just smudging it from the waterline. Because sometimes when I put it under the eye, it just like goes out of control. Okay, so it's kind of just smudged on its own. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with, I think, Uninterrupted again. Just so I have a little bit of that warmth still. And maybe I'll add a touch of that Sonic Chocolate. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and do the other eye, and then I will come back to do my mascara, because I do have a MAC mascara, so I'll be right back. All right, so eyes are done, shadow anyway, and we will go in with the mascara. This is the MAC Stack mascara, and this is Mega. There's another one, I can't remember what it's called. But this is the Mega one. I'm always scared to try a new mascara because nothing really compares to the Huda for me. I used to love, like absolutely love, if you watch my channel you know this, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. Like, it doesn't work for me anymore. I feel like it's, I don't know. Like my eyelashes almost look skimpy. I don't know. But what I liked about that one, okay, I can't talk today. What I like about that one is you can keep building on it and it doesn't get crazy. The One Coat Wow, you have to be careful not to build too much on top of it. Because it could get crazy pretty fast. So far I am liking this one. I've only just tried it yesterday for the first time. So the reason I have so much MAC stuff is because they were having a 30% off sale. So I got this mascara, I got Stone lip liner, which I've been wanting forever. But it was sold out at Sephora and on the MAC website, but I saw that it was finally available. So I decided to snatch it up while I could. And then I got the brow stuff. What is it called? Eyebrows Big Boost Fiber Gel. And like I said, I have the shade Fling. And then I got Smolder, the eyeliner. the black one. And oh, I got the shade a lip glass. I should have got see-through because I love that one, but I got Oh Baby, which looks dark, but on you'll see it's very beautiful. Okay, so those are the lashes. I mean, they're looking pretty good. It's just this like front part here. Like, I realize I should stop now before things get out of hand, but okay, I think we're good now. So I'm gonna add it to my second lash here. And I think for the bottom, I heard this one can smudge. I don't know for sure, I haven't tested this theory yet. For the bottom, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury because that one doesn't smudge for me. The Exaggerize. I don't love it on my top lashes, which is fine because I just got a mini, but I will use it on my bottom lashes. The only thing I don't like about this is this brush is very spiky and it's kind of hurting me. But again, Alexa uses this all the time and her makeup looks incredible, and that's probably not even due to the makeup itself. It's just her talent and artistry and face. I feel like she just has like the perfect canvas. Like, her skin is so nice, her eyes. Nice full lips, I'm jealous. Okay. So I think that'll pretty much do for the mascara. As I keep building. Okay, I'm actually done now. And then we will go on the bottom lashes. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do it when I'm done. Wonder if I should go in with brows now. So this is the fiber gel. And I don't want to add too much of this, because I don't want to make my brows too crusty. I feel like they're already... Can you hear them? Already a little... Oh no. What happened here? Oh god. What did I do? She makes it look so easy. Maybe because she has soap in her brows, it's not as like chunky, but like, what just happened here? Ugh. There's something chunky there. Oh my god. Everything is going wrong right now. You can see how quickly this makeup went downhill. Okay, so this one looks alright, I guess. Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna circle back to the brows in a minute. I don't know where to go from here. Panicking slightly. that help? I don't know. Let's do the lips, because this I know I like. So obviously I love Greige. Greige is my babe. This is Greige. And this is Stone, if you wanted to see a comparison of the two. Stone is definitely a little bit darker and a little more purple. Greige is a little more like taupey brown. So Stone and Greige. So I'm going in with Stone. I'm seeing people are getting the new lipsticks already. Okay, I'm sorry. My husband is stretching out there and making a racket. But yeah, a lot of people were able to get the new lipsticks already at Ulta. And I'm like, Canada, get it together. But I called our local MAC and they do not have them yet. I was like, can I pre-order them? They're like, no. I'm like, why do you have to be so difficult? I'm just kidding. I didn't say that, obviously. Okay. Okay, so let's go in with, you know, I would do Flash Pop because I'm obsessed with it and it's coming back and I love it, but let's go in with Creme de Nude instead. Something a little different. Except I want it even lighter. Do I want it even lighter than that? I bought this lipstick from Mina. I didn't get it yet, but it's out for delivery. And I think it's similar to this one, but not as light. This is the Made by Mitchell lipstick in Extra Cream. So that's Creme de Nude, Extra Cream, and Stone. I might go in with a little bit more Stone. Okay. So I'm going to try to fix my eyebrows. I think I'm just gonna go in with my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow pencil and maybe the Maybelline pen and see if I could fix these, and then I'm gonna fix my hair and I will come back. Okay, so I added a tiny bit of Flash Pot because I have no self-control. And I forgot to add my gloss. So here is Oh Baby. And we will go in. So it looks dark, but when you actually put it on the lips, it's such a pretty, like, shiny. It's very sparkly. So it just gives like the perfect amount. Of course, I got something black on my upper lip. Okay. But yeah, it's just like the perfect amount of sparkle. And I ate a whole meal yesterday with this on my lips and it didn't budge because it is like a stickier gloss, but you can see the sparkle in there. Can you? I'll show it to you on my hand. It's almost like a silver sparkle. So even though it's like a goldy type color. Not gold, like brownie, like warm shade. It doesn't really go that warm on the lips because it has kind of like a little silver reflect in it. It's very pretty. And is that everything? I do want to add just a touch of sparkle just on the lid because it's New Year's, so like why not? And let's go in with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight, and probably this shade mixed with this one. It's a little bit of like goldeny with a little bit of silver. Just kind of tap it in the middle where that silver shade is already. Did that kind of take over the makeup look? I don't know. Just got my finger caught in the drawer. Okay. So I think I just want to add just like the tiniest bit more uninterrupted. Just to add a little bit more of that warmth in. So we have that like sparkle right there. Just a little bit on the outer corner. Just so it's not looking like too overly cool. What's going on? I feel like I keep getting a bunch of random messages on Instagram. Okay, so I think that is everything. Should I add a tiny more blush? I can't speak today. Tiny bit more blush. And that is the completed makeup look. So let me know what you think. Are you excited for the new MAC shades? Do you like MAC? I struggle because again, the cruelty-free thing, like I really do want to be more vigilant and look more into this. I know that they say that they are cruelty-free. However, they do ship to China, I believe. Like, I really need to do more research into this, but that's the only thing that really does bother me, and I really have to do more research on what brands technically are and aren't, but it's hard to keep track because I know NARS wasn't, or was, and now they aren't because they shipped this to China. Like, I don't really understand everything, so I do want to educate myself a little bit more on that. But anyways, besides that, I hope that you enjoyed the makeup look, and let me know what you'd like to see next. And I love ya. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.